Hello, Aries. Thank you for stopping by. This is Elizabeth. I'm going to look into the message for you for the next 7 to 10 days. Take in what resonates and simply leave the rest. I'm going to use 3 different decks, and all decks are shuffled already. I'm going to do a light shuffle and see what the next new message for you. Alright, so we have a High Priestess message. It's remind you when you have a High Priestess come into your reading. High Priestess, you go within, you have your own internal knowledge, internal strength, internal power to give answer and use the information, the knowledge that you have to solve your issue. So the High Priestess remind you trusting your intuition. You need to trust your own inner intuition and be careful and reflection before taking action, and also the insight that coming from your inner within, your meditate, your prayer, your manifestation. Overall, High Priestess remind you, Aries, you have your own inner instinct, inner intuition. You have all the key ingredient to use to combat any situation when you need that. Okay, when you need it. So remember that, Aries. Second message, remind you that you have a 3 of Wands to come into your reading. One represent the fire signs, which your sign Aries, and you have compassion. It represents compassion, creativities. You have ambitions, and represent action, drive, and creation. The 3 of Wands appear into your reading. This is to remind you that plan your next step, right? Three of Wands. You plan your next step. You look further out in the sea. You see things come and go, right? So you plan your next step with an eyes on the long term accomplish. Okay, long term accomplish. You plan now, eventually on that plan that you plan is going to give you a good result. What you need to do now is you need to be patient, right? Patient with your plans. Let the plan works, because if you're thinking about, if you're planning the plan, you're not going to get the fruit immediately, right? So you must have patience, and you know that there are more good things will come with this patience of yours. Okay, so you're going to have a satisfaction from the plan, your job well done that you are planning, Aries. So be patient, just make your plan, look out into your long-term future. Okay, you also have a 10 of Swords. Swords in your reading also, represent the air sign. You need to, think about your thoughts, your idea, the word that you speak, and the truth of it as well, or had to do with a written communication. When the 10 of Swords appear into your reading, Aries, so it reminds you that resolution of difficulty. Okay, so you're going to have a resolution of whatever the difficulty that you have, you've gone through, or you are facing at this moment. Basically telling you that, hey, this is a weight lifted off your shoulder. Okay, 10 of Swords. The difficult time, the the stab in the back, the painful, the difficulties are lifted. Now it's the end. It's the end of it. And some of you may be the end of certain situation or codependency. Maybe your addiction to spending too much money. Maybe you have addiction of, you think you threw your thoughts so much and codependency on someone else situation that give you a result or whatever it may be. Okay, so this is the end of it. So to sum it up, these 3 different messages telling you that if you're going through the difficulty going to lift because you have a high priestess. It's telling you to use your own inner strength. Okay, when you plan into your future, sometimes you're going to have a difficulty, right? And so look within you. You have that key ingredients and the knowledge and the answer for your situation here. Okay, let's take a look into the tarot deck. See what else do you have here on this second set. Telling you sword again, Knight of Swords, telling you the message of truth is coming. Something is coming toward you quickly, right? Could be a communication or the idea or some truth of the thing that you wanted, because the Knights of Swords are coming to you really, really fast. Certain communication, thought, and idea, and something to give you a boost to make a decision, perhaps to get you moved to your next stage. You also have a 2 of Pentacles. You have here that you look into the future. Maybe you need to try to stay balanced here. Maybe you juggling around, try to work 2 jobs, try to balance the money. So to put into your plan, perhaps you're planning of use the money to to work on something, right? So but it reminds you, when you're doing that, you need to be balanced. Watch your money. Maybe you work 2 jobs, but you're going to have to make sure that you also take time to care for yourself, because work, it will get you a burnout, right? So the 2 of Swords, 2 of the Pentacle remind you, be balanced with personal life and work life, and then also be balanced with your money situation as well, right? So be balanced, stay balanced. Also, look at this, you have the Hangman upside down. While your situation, the heavy burden is ended. Take time to reflecting on the things that the decision that you make, or the idea, or the truth, or the thought, or the action that you have. You don't have to rush. Take time to reflect and take time to think. Take time to make a decision. Okay, so take time to make a decision, whatever that you are working on. The ending of something. It doesn't mean that it's going to give you a good result on the way, but with a careful plan and thinking and a decision could save you a lot of heartache, Aries. Let's see the Angel of the Abundance tell you. You have 2 different decks coming out. Let's take a look. One is ask you to go take a quiet retreat, right? So it's time for you to, disconnect from your work life, your personal life. Go disconnect from the world, from the community, and go within. Maybe go camping, and disconnect from any thought, any process, right? Sometimes that you need that, because that will give you a clear mind, clear feeling, clear decision. Okay, so when you have your quiet retreat here, time for yourself, maybe in a little tent, so underneath a tree, up in the mountain somewhere, right? So then you can have a clarity about what you need to do next. Okay, so let's take a look in the back here. Oh, look at that, employment change. So maybe you will receive some opportunity that give you a new start, the new career path, perhaps, right? So something change is coming towards you here. Maybe the message is coming, telling you right here that hey, something, a good life change or a life purpose that the new direction will coming towards you. You just need to trust it. Okay, so employment change. So that make your good decisions, and you know each time that you go within, you know exactly what you need to do. That's why I urge you to go and take a quiet retreat where you have the clear thinking, a decision that you're gonna make. Okay, all right, I hope that helping what you need to do for this coming week here, Aries. So before then, take care.